First cars. Buying a first car sucks, and if you're a car guy, it's even worse. You want something fun, interesting, something that sets your car apart from everything else on the road, and more importantly, you want something cheap. Enthusiast cars these days are expensive, unreliable, and soulless, so that's where I come in. Today, I'm going to give you a list of the 10 best enthusiast cars under 5K. Yes, you heard that right, people. You might think all these cars in this list are rust buckets, and you'd be correct, but these cars are more than that. They're reliable, exciting, customizable, but most importantly, they have soul. I'm also going to be rating them all because why not? We've got a lot to cover, so let's jump right in. Number 1. The Hyundai Toron. The Toron is an amazing first car. Right away you notice this car is reliable. Really reliable. There's something about 2000s coupes that automatically makes them some of the longest standing cars on the road. These things are really hard to find, but if you do find one, they are usually under $5,000. The Hyundai Toron is a front-wheel drive coupe that either comes with a 4-cylinder or a V6, with manuals offering the most fun. It's not fast, but it's cheap, simple, and still looks decent today. Also, this is a great starter car for those who love to mod cars. The Toron is basically a blank canvas for whatever creation you have in mind. And despite being Korean, it has that distinct Japanese tuner look, so if you're trying to look like someone who is a classic JDM tuner, this might be the perfect car for you. This car is just amazing, and it deserves way more recognition in the car guy world. Final rating, 8 out of 10. Number 2. The Honda Accord EXK. Imagine taking everything great about the Honda Accord and stuffing it all into a tiny coupe. You get the Accord EXK. Now, the EXK is a boring trim today, but before the late 2020s, it was a legendary coupe. The EXK is lesser known than the Accord, which if you're a car guy and don't want the EXK's versatility, go for the normal Accord, but the sheer quantity of EXKs and how much they're selling for cheap makes it worth it. Again, if you mod it correctly, it looks like you have a late 2000s JDM car. It gets great fuel economy, and being a Honda, it's obviously going to last very long. Overall, this is a perfect option, and it just sucks that Honda stopped making it. 9 out of 10. Number 3. The Mazda Protege 5. The Mazda Protege 5 is a station wagon that is really underrated for what it is. If you could find one for under 5K, be prepared because they are really used. The Mazda Protege 5 is a sporty compact wagon based off the 3rd gen Protege sedan. It came with a 2.0-liter inline-4, making 130 horsepower, paired with a 5-speed manual or a 4-speed auto. It featured sport-tuned suspension, tighter steering, and sharper handling compared to most economy cars of its time. Overall, I like how it looks. You're not really getting anything special or high-end, but with a car like this, who cares? It's reliable, it's versatile, and on top of all that, it's a Mazda. Just a perfect choice. The only con is, if you decide to mod it, there's a really high chance you could trash it if you don't know what you're doing. 8 out of 10. Number 4. The Ford Crown Victoria. This one was bound to be on the list. These things are everywhere because all over America, police stations are rushing to get rid of them. The Ford Crown Victoria is a full-sized, body-on-frame rear-wheel drive sedan powered by a 4.6-liter V8. It makes around 250 horsepower in P71 form with smooth and predictable power delivery. It's not fast, but the big V8 has enough torque to move the sedan with ease. The reason so many police cars and taxis used it was because it was simple, strong, and reliable. If it could deal 10 years of police work, then it could deal more years with you, unless you don't take care of it. So, in conclusion, the Crown Vic is cool, powerful, and reliable. What more could you want? 8 out of 10. Number 5. The BMW 128i Coupe. The 128i is really hard to find under 5K, but if you do, it's a solid option in most areas. Most areas. While BMWs are known for their performance, reliability can be questionable, especially with higher mileage examples. That said, the 128i is solid handling in a 3.0-liter i6 engine, offering a good balance of power and driving experience. You might be wondering, with all these flaws, why is it even on the list? Well, because it stands out visually with the signature BMW styling, and it reminds me of some of those classic M5s while still looking modern and fresh. Now the downside is you're going to be labeled as that one BMW driver, which depending on your view might be a blessing or a curse. As long as you're not the stereotypical aggressive driver that vapes and ignores turn signals, you'll be alright. 5 out of 10. Number 6. The Dodge Caliber. If you like Dodge but hate muscle, the Dodge Caliber is for you. In my SRT ranking video, I treated it harshly, but looking back, it's kinda cool. You could easily find these things for even under $4,000, but reliability, it's questionable. But the styling and the performance could make up for it. The Dodge Caliber offers decent power for daily driving, especially with the 2.0-liter engine. It's practical, it's roomy for its size, and it has a solid ride on rough roads. While not sporty, it's a simple and affordable hatchback that gets the job done. The look of this car is amazing. It's raw and aggressive. It stands out from other hatchbacks on the road, and some colors on this thing make it look like the Dodge Magnum's younger brother. Am I the only one who sees this? Overall, it's a mixed bag, but for the price, not bad. 5 out of 10. Number 7, the Honda Fit. The Honda Fit is amazing. The older models are just perfect, and I like how truly unique they are. They've got that quirky, tall hatchback look that doesn't really try to be sporty, but somehow that's what makes them cool. Being a Honda, yeah, you've got good reliability, low maintenance, and cheap parts, which is already a win. Now sure, it's a small hatchback, so it's not winning any style contests for most people. To some, it just looks like a basic commuter or an NPC car. And maybe it's on the surface, but I think it's something more than that. The design, especially in the older models, has character. It is just what it is, and that honestly makes it stand out in a way. I feel like the more modern you get, the more boring it gets. Newer Fits still do the job, but they've lost some of the original charm. All Honda Fits are good though. Reliable, practical, and more fun to drive than people expect. Some older models come with a manual, and that changes the whole driving experience. If you want an enthusiast car, but don't want the constant headache or wallet pain that comes with owning one, the Honda Fit is for you. It's simple, honest, and way more fun than it gets credit for. 10 out of 10. Number 8, the Scion XB. You saw this one coming. I talk about the XB on the channel all the time, and if you get an older model, it's one of the best used cars you could buy. It's boxy, it's roomy, it's unique, but some car enthusiasts will hate you for it. Me personally, I'd think you're cool if you drive this, and if you bought it, maybe it could look more interesting to those untrue car guys that reject cube cars and embrace stance Civics. Cube cars are the best, and it's sad they got killed off so quickly. 8 out of 10. Number 9, the Acura RSX. The Acura RSX is such an underrated gem. Because of the car's extremely cheap price, it makes it for the perfect option. One great thing about this car is its styling. Acura was in its golden age during its time, and these cars still hold up well today. Standing out from the bland SUVs people are picking as their first cars now. It came with a high-revving K-Series engine, a slick 6-speed manual in the Type S, and typical Honda reliability across the board. It's front-wheel drive, yeah, but it handles well, looks clean, and it still holds up today as a great entry-level enthusiast car. It's easy to mod, fun to drive, and honestly, I'd say it's the best car on this list. It hits the sweet spot between price, style, performance, and reliability. If you want a car that's fun, practical, and won't leave you regretting the purchase, this is it. For the price, it's perfect. 10 out of 10. Number 10, the Volkswagen Golf Manual. The late 2000s Volkswagen Golf with the manual transmission is a great pick for someone who wants a practical hatchback that's actually fun to drive. It's not a sports car, but the precise steering and well-balanced chassis make cornering and daily driving feel connected and engaging. The 2.0-liter engine isn't powerful, but paired with a manual gearbox, it delivers a true, lively driving experience. On the reliability side, these Golfs are generally solid if you keep up with regular maintenance. Some common issues pop up over time, especially on older models, but they're manageable and parts are affordable. Plus, there's a decent aftermarket support if you want to improve handling or add minor power upgrades. Overall, it's practical and an underrated driver's car for under $5,000. If you want a simple, no-nonsense hatchback that's more engaging than most economy cars, this Golf is definitely worth considering. So guys, what do you think of this list? Do you think something should have been removed, or do you think something else should have been added? I'm curious to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Overall, if you want to buy an enthusiast car under $5,000, that's really hard to do, and I recommend you do way more research. I hope this video gave you a general idea of what's really out there. If you're on a tight budget, but still want a fun, reliable ride, please remember that there are still amazing cars out there, and you don't have to go down the boring route. Thanks for watching, and remember people, drive safe, drive smart, but most importantly, drive something worth talking about. See you in the next one.